Hello, I'm the head scout for the Golden State Warriors. I want you to know that we're strongly considering you based on your performance tonight with our first round pick, 11th overall. We'd like to get to know you a little better before committing to you. I'm sure you understand. We have a couple of questions, if you don't mind. We feel like we already have some great young guards on our roster in Monte Ellis and Stephen Curry. Where do you see yourself fitting in with those guys?
Look, I'm not really a fit with your current roster. You guys already have some nice guards, guys that would cut into my playing time. I'd rather go to a place where my talents would be best used, and I'm sorry, but that's just not with the Warriors.
All right then, one more. This team has a lot of momentum right now. We went through a rough stretch and had some recent draft picks that didn't work out. With guys like Monte, Stephen Curry, and David Lee, we really feel like we're on the up and up. We like what we've seen out of you, but how do you see yourself fitting in with the team?
Look, you got some great young players on your roster, but I gotta keep it real here, man. I really don't see it working out between me and you. I'm looking to jump into a winning situation, and you guys in Oakland don't exactly have a history of that. It's nothing personal. I just need to do me, baby. Know what I mean?
Well, I can see that we are not a match, unfortunately. Good luck to you on draft night.
Nice job out there tonight. Your play really impressed us, so much so that we're considering using our pick on you if you're available when our turn comes up. Before we get that far, we'd really like to ask you a couple of questions. Question number one. I feel like we have our point guard of the future in Brandon Jennings, but I would be remiss to not look at all available options in the draft. How do you think you compare to Brandon?
I like Brandon's game a lot. I really do. Ultimately, I think I'm going to be a much better pro than he is. You know, I've got the physicals, I've got the smarts, and I got the killer instinct necessary to take over a game. That being said, I'm not really interested in coming to Milwaukee and having to fight for a starting role. I'm a better player than that.
Okay, last question. We realize that here in Milwaukee, we don't have the appeal of a Los Angeles or a New York or a Miami. We tend to look for players who would be proud to be part of this organization. Someone who can really take pride in being a Milwaukee Buck. Someone who's willing to spend their entire career as a Milwaukee Buck. Are you that person?
To be honest, I'm a big city kind of guy. I don't think Milwaukee has the vibe I'm looking for, know what I mean? I don't have anything against Milwaukee at all. I'm sure you guys have a great organization and a great fan base. It's just not for me, all right?
Thanks for answering our questions. I don't know that we're a fit for you at this time. We'll need to discuss internally. I'll be in touch.
Hello, nice to meet you. I'm the Director of Player Personnel for the Utah Jazz. My scouts have expressed a lot of interest in you. Before I can give my blessing to use our draft pick on you, I'd like to ask you a couple of questions, to make sure you'd fit in with what we do here. I really think the first piece to getting this franchise back on track is to find and develop our point guard of the future. The point is the one position that can really make or break a team and change the overall direction of the franchise. Looking back at the Hornets, look at what Chris Paul did for that team. We want a point guard who will do the same for us, and we think you might be that guy. Convince us of that.
Yeah, honestly, I think this team's just too raw. I feel like if I came to Salt Lake City, it would be the me show. I need to have some experienced vets around to help me grow and to help me win. I just don't see that happening here in Utah. Sorry.
Let's see, one more question, if you don't mind. If you were a GM, where would you draft yourself in this draft?
Easy. I'd draft myself top 3 without giving it a second thought. I may not look like it right now, but I guarantee you people will look back on this draft and ask themselves, what were all those teams thinking when they passed on this guy? Guarantee it, baby.
I appreciate your honesty answering my questions. Best of luck to you in the draft.